Hello everybody, welcome back to Busted Knuckle Cattle. We appreciate y'all tuning in and watching. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button for us. It helps us out a lot. We just got a few random chores to do today. I'm hoping within this next week or two we can get these calves worked. We'll see how that goes, whether they want to cooperate or not, or if the time winds up allowing it for us and our schedule to be able to do that. We got everybody out here grazing, trying to supplement the pasture of what's left of it. As I said in previous videos, I didn't really get to stockpile grass like I like to this year, so we're having to supplement more feed as far as hay goes, and we're also trying out these protein tubs. The protein tubs are definitely making a difference. You can just tell that the cattle they seem a lot happier. Their manure looks a lot better. They're definitely processing their feed a lot better. But we're gonna put, we got these panels over here. We're gonna go ahead and run out our angle over here. I took them down to start with while it was so cold and all this bad weather coming in. Like I said, right here is pretty much their primary water source in the winter. This little water tank here, we got a heater that we put in it, and that's basically the only thing we have right now, because we don't have water lines run out and whatnot, so we got to keep a nice watch on that. But I don't keep the panels up because I don't to start with all the weather. The last thing I want to do is have them any more skittish to come get water, being that it's in the working pens. So I want them to feel as free as possible, so I haven't been messing with them or nothing like that, so they'll come get water whenever they please. It's very important for their health to have as much clean, clear water as they want. But what we're going to do, we're going to go ahead and set these back up since our weather seems to be turning. They've been here for it's about February now, so they've been here for a little over a month to 2 months, somewhere in that range. So they're pretty well acclimated. We're gonna go ahead and set these back up and get them ready to, whenever we get a chance to work them, that they're in place while it's still cooler. We're going to use the cold weather to our advantage. But we're also going to go ahead and clean out this water trough here. I try to clean it at least once a week if I can, but like these last few weeks, whenever it's been, I mean, whenever your average temperature of the day is 16 to 17 degrees, it's almost not feasible, because it makes it so bad here and everything just turns to ice. I can't leave the hose out. We're running off a garden hose at the moment, so basically got to fill it, put the water hose out, and then come back, fill it up, same deal. All right guys, just kind of showing you what we do. All of y'all probably cleaned out a water tank 100 times, but I'm just showing it for the new guys, or anybody who's just looking. Just take a little bit of Dawn. If it's good for the duckies and good for us, it'll be all right. And one of these little scrub pads, I just squirt a little Dawn in there and take your little hose, clean it out. Just gonna do a little checking on everybody. See how we're going. You can see where I missed with my grain drill. I'm definitely not a grain farmer. This is when I originally planted this field last year, or the year before, I can't remember now. But we're just checking on everybody. They're eating down that hay pile. Right now we're just bale grazing. Can't really tell. They're tearing up that bale pretty good. This is the Producer's Pride 24% tub. Everybody seems to be liking it all right. And that guy, that baldy, I like him, but he doesn't like me. He's kind of a pain to deal with. They seem to be gathering around this Sweet Licks tub a little more than the Producer's Pride. Not so much right now, but most of the time when I'm walking out here and looking, they seem to be sticking with this black Sweet Licks tub. They seem to like it pretty good. But just checking everybody out. It's one of the White Cross steers. You got a Mohawk 21. Just checking everybody. Everybody looks pretty decent. Not too bad for winter. So, what do you think about it? I'll check on these tubs. They're pretty docile. Yeah, they're getting the mate down. I said by now it's probably been about 2 weeks since we put out these tubs. And yeah, this one definitely seems to be lasting longer, which that's one thing that I've read in a lot of reviews. Is this is the Sweet Licks 3015 tub. It's a cooked tub, and this one is not. A lot of people said that they would go through that a lot more, the Producer Pride, because it's not a cooked tub. Apparently there's something to do with how they're made and the limiter in it, that they hold up better. It's harder for them to just devour it if they want to. But there's Curious George. Yeah, we're gonna get back over here and get to setting these panels up. Just want to come look at everybody while we're out here. One thing we're also gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and measure this. I'm gonna put a freestanding panel right here, or excuse me, a freestanding gate, so I can move this panel. So y'all can see it's definitely way too long, but I did not have one of my 10-foot panels that were available to use. So we're gonna measure this to where it should be, and we're gonna go pick up one of the freestanding panels, freestanding gates, excuse me, can't talk today, and just see kind of about where we need to be, so we know what size we need to get. I'm pretty sure the last time we measured it was an 8-foot, but yeah, 8-foot gets us there. So just wanted to double check before we went and got it. Last thing we need is to get one too big, which I'm sure they take it back, but yeah. All the girlies coming to see us. And that guy. Supposedly he's a White Cross, but he was born on the same farm as the other one. It sure does look like a Holstein to me, but I don't know. They were cheap, so I picked them up. Let's see here. got a love-hate relationship with these panels. So basically all we've done here is put our dog leg back out to where, as you can see, it comes much farther back out in the pasture. I say much farther, it's 3 panels worth. Well, I guess 4. The reason we had a little trouble with this first one is I kind of use them how they're not supposed to be per se. I've got this panel and this panel put into the same single panel over here to act as a gate hinge. That way you can just pick your inner panel up, and push it in. So, and then we come and grab this other side over here and shut it with it to make our actual catch pin with still having the integrity of the full line. And as I said before, the way this is set up, we'll basically push them up towards the front of the pasture and run them along this line up here and just try and work them around the fence line to get them in here and shut them up. Our biggest pain is, and I'm sure y'all see if we can get it on video working, about time they get somewhere about in here where they start seeing this other side and they know something's about to go down. This little corner area is probably our biggest issue. If we can keep some momentum and keep speed going and keep them just going around the edge of the pasture, you know, they file in pretty good, but sometimes they just don't want to go, and it takes a little patience. So it also helped a little bit if the pen was a little bit bigger, but you know, it's with it just being me, you know, if it was more than just me, this will be a lot easier pen to get them into, but with only having one pusher, kind of hard to steer, push all at the same time and grab gates and all that great grass. In the future we plan on changing it up, and I think back over here what I'm planning on doing is I've got like a little 40 by 30-ish area off the back side of that tub. I think I'm gonna put a gate right there and basically just make an addition to the corral, so they don't feel quite as trapped. Once they basically get right within the widths of the gate, they pretty much know, crap, there's nowhere else to go. So at least if we had that, it might be easier just to push them a little further in, but we'll see how that goes. Check in on us with us next video. We got some big plans coming up for the end of this year and beginning of next year. We'll see how everything goes with that, but we'll see if we can get all that ironed out over this next 6 to 8 months, see if we can come up with something. But yeah, y'all check back in with us on the next video and see what our big plans are, and stay tuned because we're growing. All right, thanks for watching Bust a Knuckle. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. It's free. We really appreciate it, and thank you. Later.